Well, it's been a little bit, but let's get back to Sonic the Hedgehog here. We'll try to finish off Twilight Zone today. That would be great. And maybe even start Scrap Brain Zone, but who knows? You gotta take a little leap of faith right there, but it's not that big of a deal. Now these bombs here are extremely irritating because they explode everywhere. And unlike blinking red and white like they do when their wires going down like that, they turn red and black, which blends in with a lot of the background a lot of the time. So get ready to lose some rings from those. They're definitely the most annoying part of these stages, besides all the pitfalls, which I drop into quite a bit. It's easier to be witty when it's not so dang difficult, or I just stink. I don't know, one of the two, or both of them. Let's try to run through since I have no rings. I ain't got no rings. I ain't got no rings. There we go. After some slick dodging, it's time to go down this stage, and look at that, already done with this stage. Are you ready for the next zone? I'm ready for the next zone. Let's go to the next zone. Or act, actually. My joke is ruined. Now, the boss in this one is based off of those levers that you saw earlier, where you flip the bombs to the other side. It's sort of inventive, I guess, more so than a lot of the other bosses in this game. But you know, it was the first game, so. But when you make a character that's all about speed and everything, bosses are kind of the opposite of speed, because you gotta sit there and hit them, so it took them a little bit to get creative there. Okay. Well, you just have to go through and do a bunch of the stage over again, but that's okay, because it's annoying. That's why it's okay, yes. Yes, these things right here are what the boss is all about. Ugh. For the love of Kentucky Fried Chicken. And there's no spin dash. This would make this a lot easier. What are you doing? You gotta wait for the fan to turn off. I say that while not doing it, but I'm just so determined to go this way for whatever reason. And again, I have no rings. It makes me feel so vulnerable for obvious reasons. I totally jumped! Common gamer complaints here, but we go again. Yes, we go again. Here we go again! Nah, nah! Oh wow, I didn't do that last time, so here we are. At this place. Oh my, we skipped ahead, which is good, because we kept falling to our doom over and over again. Like that! Nothing respawns in this game, apparently, so those rings, they don't come back, but luckily neither do the enemies. Unfortunately, you can't kill this fireballing thing. Or the spike balls, which would be very useful anyways, because then you'd be stuck. Haha! Plot hole, not really at all. So I'm gonna hit myself so I can get the invincibility, and my ring just disappeared off the face of the earth there. That was nice. Kinda made that whole thing not worth it. Wow, this is the best invincibility usage ever! Wow, wasn't it great being invincible from all that nothing? Jeez, was that fun. Still no enemies here to fight. I guess that's good. I guess that makes it okay. I still wasted that invincibility, though. I feel like I'm getting up near the boss, and if not, then I certainly hope so. All you need is hope. Yeah, this thing you're gonna get crushed by if you try to go on. Or I do at least. But that's because I have the reaction time of a dead chipmunk. Used to say a dead cat, but cat has good reflexes, so I don't know. I don't know. Do they still have okay reflexes dead? I don't know. The great questions of life. The great failures of Kyle's Let's Plays. Continue. Alright, here is the boss. And the boss for this, if you lose, you don't get no rings for your second attempt. Oh no. You have to do it all natural. You can fling up the bombs at them before they explode, or you can do what I just did except you succeed, and fling yourself up there. If they explode like, you know, those atom bombs I hate so much. So far I'm doing alright. I actually usually do pretty well, but I don't know, it's a lot about timing and not about commentating, because it's very hard to do, especially, I don't actually remember, I don't think there is a boss to Scrap Brain Zone, I think it's just the final boss, but usually for bosses it's kind of hard to commentate because it's sitting there. Either way, after that thrilling description of obvious things, we have an ending to a level that doesn't involve the death of half of the animals. Hooray! Sad endings. We probably still have time for an act or a life, probably, because I ain't finishing. This is Scrap Brain Zone, the hell of all video gaming. Alright, it's not the hardest level ever, I'm not gonna pretend like it is, but it is definitely tricky. There will not be very much intelligible conversation or humor. It's basically me gonna be talking while doing the puzzles. Sort of the way where you're like, yeah, let's talk about donuts when I'm doing a Sudoku puzzle or whatever. Yep, this is so far so good. It starts off pretty easy to kind of lull you into the final stage, but trust me, it's got its moments of hair-tearing frustration next to levels like these things. You gotta stand right in between them in order to not get shocked by them. It's pretty annoying. I should have got hit by that fireball, but not the one last stage, but who's keeping track except me and everybody else? So, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this is tricky because I really don't know what to do. You kind of just have to get lucky here. Okay, so when you press that, sometimes the one, yeah, that door up there closes. I'll probably be here the rest of the video. I'm not lying. Could have gotten squished there. That's why I didn't take my shot. Luckily that time I got it. There we go. These spinning things are pretty difficult, but I think that's all we got. So for the first time in this Let's Play, I think I'm gonna end halfway through a stage just because it'll probably be safer than trying to save the video if it's too long and then have these exploits be for naught, so to say. So, well, I guess not. That would have been a complete waste. So, we end here after beating the first of the last zones. Join us next time for perhaps the finale of this Let's Play.